Welcome back, everyone. It's me. And today I'm going to show you the most terrifying fish from the darkest depths of our oceans. Prepare to be amazed by the bioluminescent terror known as the Viperfish. You won't believe how big its fangs are. We're always fascinated when we think about the creatures living in the deepest part of our oceans. We have explored the Mariana Trench, the Puerto Rico Trench, and even the Sunda Trench. But we still know very little about the biodiversity present there. We have found some strange-looking fish with huge eyes and bizarre shapes. We will take things to another level today, because we will meet the most terrifying fish from the abyssal zone. The viperfish is also called the ghastly shark. The name comes from the Latin word for serpent, which is also the origin of the word viper. The reason why it got this name is simple. Take a look at its teeth, but don't be fooled by its size. When the viperfish gets closer, it becomes a real threat. It can reach a length of 2 meters and weigh over 68 kilograms. It has an elongated body like an eel and a huge head. The scales are very small and almost invisible, which gives its skin a slimy appearance. There are several species of viperfish, but all of them are quite similar to each other. They usually live at a depth of between 200 and 3,000 meters below sea level. Even though the viperfish is considered a very primitive creature, scientists are unable to determine its exact age. Some say that it has been around for over 100 million years, while others believe that it has existed for much longer. What is certain is that the viperfish is a living fossil, a species that has remained virtually unchanged for millions of years. But what is even more amazing is its ability to survive in such harsh conditions. In the deep ocean, the temperature is close to freezing, and there is no light to illuminate its dark surroundings. But the viperfish has adapted to these conditions and developed a unique ability to hunt in the darkness. Its most striking feature is its teeth. They are long, sharp, and curved like fangs. However, they come with a huge problem. Its teeth are so long that it cannot fully close its mouth. This may seem like a major flaw, but it's actually part of its hunting strategy. When the viperfish swims through the dark water, its teeth reflect the little light that penetrates the surface. This makes the predator visible from afar and lures its prey into a false sense of security. Small fish are attracted to the light and get close to the viperfish before realizing that they are being hunted. In fact, the teeth of the viperfish are hollow and connected to poisonous glands. So when the viperfish bites its prey, it injects a venom that paralyzes and dissolves its victim. Then it swallows the fish whole. You've probably never seen a fish with fangs, let alone fangs that glow in the dark. You've heard all this. You might think that the viperfish is a recent invention of nature. However, this species has existed since the dinosaurs roamed the earth. The viperfish belongs to a group of fish called the Photophores, which includes over 700 species of marine fish. This group is divided into 2 suborders, the Barracoidae and the Xiforms. The viperfish belongs to the second suborder, which also includes the dragonfish and the hatchetfish. All these fish have one thing in common: they live in the deep ocean and have large vertical pupils. This adaptation helps them to see in the dark, but it also makes them look like creepy creatures from another planet. As you can imagine, the viperfish has not been studied extensively, because it lives in such remote depths. Most of what we know about it comes from the analysis of specimens caught in deep-sea nets. However, this has not stopped scientists from shedding light on its bizarre biology and behavior. They've discovered that the viperfish has a special organ in its head that produces light. This organ is called a photophore, and it's used by many deep-sea creatures to attract prey or communicate. In the case of the viperfish, the light produced by the photophores is blue and green. This is thought to help the fish camouflage itself against the backdrop of the twilight zone where it lives. In fact, the viperfish is able to control the brightness and color of its lights. It can turn them off completely when necessary, making it almost invisible to predators and prey alike. Additionally, the viperfish has several rows of light-sensitive cells on its body. These cells allow the fish to detect changes in light intensity and direction, helping it to navigate in the dark ocean. Another fascinating aspect of the viperfish is its feeding habits. As I mentioned earlier, it feeds on small fish that are attracted to its glowing teeth. However, the viperfish is not picky about its food. It will eat anything that gets too close, including plankton and even plastic debris. In fact, the viperfish has been found with pieces of plastic in its stomach. This is worrying because it shows that even the deepest parts of the ocean are not safe from human pollution. The viperfish has many predators, including sharks, whales, and other deep-sea fish. However, it also has some unusual defenses. For example, it can release a sticky substance from its skin that confuses and immobilizes potential attackers. Additionally, the viperfish is able to change its color and texture to blend in with the surrounding environment. This allows it to hide from predators and ambush its prey. Finally, the viperfish has a unique way of reproducing. Unlike most fish, it does not lay eggs. Instead, it gives birth to live young. This is a rare adaptation in the deep sea, where environmental conditions are harsh and unpredictable. As you can see, the viperfish is a truly amazing creature. It's a living fossil that has survived for millions of years. Its glowing fangs, bioluminescent body, and unique adaptations make it one of the most fascinating inhabitants of the deep ocean. However, the viperfish is not the only strange creature living in the depths of our oceans. There are many other bizarre and fascinating species that we have yet to discover. Who knows what other wonders await us in the unexplored depths of the ocean? So what do you think? Isn't the viperfish one of the most terrifying fish you've ever seen? Leave a comment below with your thoughts on this. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all our future videos about the most amazing creatures in our oceans. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like another one we did about prehistoric sharks. The ancient predator is so scary it will give you nightmares. Be sure to check it out. Thanks again for watching. See you soon.